How to read and write in Korean in 1 minute. Korean word has consonants and vowels. All you have to do is just put them together. There are 3 ways to combine these letters, but as beginner, we're just gonna focus on the 2 and 3 character syllables. So here's the example. This has B sound, this has N sound, and this has A sound. And we're just gonna combine that together using 2 character syllables. So it says that we have to get 1 word from the consonant and 1 word from the vowel. So we're getting the B sound and A sound together, which makes ba. And then we're getting the N sound and A sound, and we're combining that together, which makes na. So if we write it down, it's going to be pa, na, na. Okay, let's try 3 characteristic syllables. This says ch, N. This can be K or G. Then we have E, A, U. So we just combine these together and make chin. And we combine these together and make 구, which means friend, 친구. How to master Korean sounds in 1 minute. In previous video, I mentioned that there's consonants and vowels in Korean, and you combine that to make a word, right? And there's actually basic and advanced level to that. But this time, we're going to focus on the basic level of the consonant letters in Korean. So here it is. We're just going to take one by one, and we're going to get the A sound from the vowels, and we're gonna try to remember it that way. Just remember how each word sounds when they combine with A sound. So, ready? 가, 나, 다, 라, 마, 바, 사, 아, 자, 차, 카, 타, 파, ha. Alright, example time. We're using s sound and a sound to make sa, j sound, and a sound to make cha, 사자, which is lion in Korean. Another example, h sound and m sound, and then we're combining it together, pa and ma, which means hippo in Korean. How to master Korean sounds in 1 minute. In previous video, I mentioned that there's consonants and vowels in Korean, and you combine that to make a word. And there's actually basic and advanced level to that. But this time, we're going to focus on the basic vowels in Korean. So it goes like a, ya, o, yo, o, yo, u, yu, i. I'm not sure if you noticed, but when I speak, the way the stick goes outward, I say a. When it goes inward, I say o. And then when it goes up, I say o. And then when it's down, I say u. And then if there's extra stick to it, then you just make it sound different. Like a, ya, o, yo, o, yo, u, yu. Example time. Okay, so we know that the iung is silent. So in this case, it's going to be u, yu, which means milk in Korean. Another example is o, i, which means cucumber in Korean. How to count in Korean in 1 minute. There are actually 2 ways to count in Korean. There's native Korean version and Sino-Korean version. So native Korean is commonly used for items and age, and it goes like 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And Sino-Korean is used for money, address, phone number, or just anything that goes above 100. And it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After you've mastered the Sino-Korean version, you can actually count beyond 10. So all you have to do is just combine how they sound together. So for example, for 20, the 2 is E and 10 is 10. So 20 would be 20. Same goes for 30. 3 is 3, and then 10 is 10. It's going to be 30. 25 would be 20 is 20 and 5 is 5. So if you combine that together, it's going to be 25. How to count in Korean, advanced version. To count beyond 100, all you have to know is these 5 words. But before that, a lot of people ask me what is 0 in Korean. 0 is 영. Then the important 5 words that I told you about, 백, 천, 만, 억, 조. Okay, example time. So let's say you're reading 175. It's 175, right? In Korean, it's exactly the same. So what is 100? 백, right? What is 70? 70. And then 5. 5. So 175. Okay, new example. So 3,000. The 1,000 is 1,000. And 3 is 3. So it's going to be 3,000. And 5 is 5. And then 100 is 100. So it's going to be 500. And 30 is 30. And then 2 is 2. So it's going to be 3,532. How to say the dates in Korean. So the year in Korean is 년. And month in Korean is 월. And for the day in Korean is 일. So in English, it's like January, February, like so complicated. But in Korean, it's actually simple. All you have to do is just put the number and 월, and then just combine that together. So for example, January is 1월, and February is 2월. However, for June and October, you have to say it differently. So 6 is 6 and 10 is 10. But when you write it in 월, June, you say 6월, and for October, you say 10월. Ready? 1월, 2월, 3월, 4월, 5월, 6월, 7월, 8월, 9월, 10월, 11월, 12월. Alright, example time. 오늘은 2020년 4월 15일이에요. How to say the days in Korean. Monday is 월요일. Tuesday is 화요일. Wednesday is 수요일. Thursday is 목요일. Friday is 금요일. Saturday is 토요일. Sunday is 일요일. Today is 오늘. Yesterday is 어제. Tomorrow is 내일. Okay, example time. 오늘은 금요일이에요. Today is Friday. 내일은 토요일이에요. Tomorrow is Saturday. In this video, I'm going to show you Korean money. In US, we say dollar, but in Korean, we say won. And this is how much the Korean won worth compared to the US dollar. And in this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of Korean coins and Korean money. So this is 10원, this is 50원, this is 100원, and this is 500원. So next, I actually still have them. That's 1000원, that's 5,000원, that's 10,000원, and that's 5만원. Okay, I'm going to give you some Korean words. When something is cheap, you say 싸요. When something is expensive, you say 비싸요. When you want to ask how much it is, you say 얼마예요? 이거 얼마예요? 저거 얼마예요? How to call other people in Korean. When you're calling someone who's younger than you, you say 동생. And as a male, when you're calling someone who's older than you, for male, you say 형. And for female, you say 누나. As a female, when you're calling someone who's older, male, you say Oppa. And female, you say 언니. When you're calling your parents, there's formal and informal way. So for formal way, for mother, it's 어머니. And informal is 엄마. And for father, it's 아버지. And informal is 아빠. For grandparents, grandfather is 할아버지. And for grandmother is 할머니. Love words in Korean. When you like someone or like something, you say 좋아해. And when you love someone or love something, you say 사랑해. When you're complimenting someone, you can say 이쁘다, 아름답다, 귀엽다, 멋지다, 잘생겼다. When you miss someone, you can say 보고 싶어. Boyfriend in Korean is 남자친구. Girlfriend is 여자친구. Husband is 남편. And wife is 부인. Between Korean couples, they usually call each other 자기야 or 여보. Explaining what 선배 means in Korean. So 선배 is senior in Korean, as in whoever who was in the workplace or school before you did, you would call them 선배. Opposite of 선배 is 후배, and anyone who came to the school or workplace after you did, then you would call them as 후배. And if you came at the same time, you would call them as 동창. For example, if you're calling someone, you would say 선배. But if you want to say that in formal way, then you would say 선배님. If you add 님, it becomes formal in this case. And also you could put their name and 선배 at the end. So for example, my name is Hamin, and if someone was about to call me 선배, they could say Hamin 선배. Different ways to say thank you in Korean. A lot of people ask me what is thank you in Korean, if it's 고마워 or 감사합니다. To answer the question, they're both thank you in Korean, but one is more formal than the other. So informal way to say thank you in Korean that you would say to your friends or anyone who's younger, you would say 고마워. But if you want to make it a little more formal, then you would say 고마워요. And more formal is 고맙습니다. Then if you want to make it actually like formal, then you would say 감사해요. And more formal is 감사합니다. And you might be wondering, like, there are so many ways to say thank you in Korean. Honestly, I think we use 고마워, 고맙습니다, and 감사합니다 most commonly, and I hope this video helped you guys. How to say sorry in Korean in different ways. To say sorry in Korean, you have to know two words, which is 미안 and 죄송. And I'm not trying to make this complicated or anything. I just wanted to share that there are a lot of ways to say sorry in Korean. I'm just going to list in order which one is more formal than the other. But for informal version, you could say 미안 or 미안해. And formal version, there's 미안해요, 미안합니다, 죄송해요, 죄송합니다. And we can see that 죄송 is more formal way to say sorry than 미안. And to add to these words, 합니다 is more formal way to say than 해요. Ways to say yes and no in Korean. Formal way to say yes is you can say 네 or 예. And informal way to say yes, you can say 응 or But I think most commonly we use 네 or 응 a lot. Now for no, formal way to say no is 아니요. And informal way to say no is 아니. Example time. If someone older than you is talking to you, then you would respond with 네. But if it's your friend or someone who's younger, then you would say 응. And for no, If someone's older, then you would say 아니요. If it's your friend or younger, then you would say 아니.